Hi, my name is Patrick Murphy and welcome to my project using Flipgrid.com. This site is an excellent platform for students to post video recordings as well as reply to classmates or anyone else's video recording. I really like this activity for many reasons. For one, it gives students an opportunity to practice the language skills we are learning in class in a low-pressure environment on their own. I use some iteration of this activity on a weekly or bi-weekly basis throughout the semester in my intensive elementary Spanish class at Vanderbilt University. However, this is a site and an activity that can be done in any language at any level. On a side note, I have also found this activity to be beneficial for students with extreme anxiety or difficulty speaking in class in front of a group. It gives them an opportunity to participate more in a low-stress environment. While I still encourage all of my students to speak in class, that can be petrifying for some in a very real and sometimes clinical way. Flipgrid gives them an outlet to participate by speaking on their own, so what may feel like a disadvantage or weakness in performance in class can become a strength outside of class. Also, as you will see, there's an opportunity for interaction between your students using the site. Now, let's get on to how we will use Flipgrid.com. As the instructor, you will first go to the website flipgrid.com and create an educator account. Be sure you're on the Educators tab. Also, you will need to use a Google email or Microsoft account to sign up. Once you create your account, you'll be ready to create your first grid. Since I already have an account, I will go ahead and sign in. The grid is the space that will house your topics and prompts for the recordings. First, click on New Grid. From the Grid Launchpad, you have a few different options for how you want students to access the grid. I prefer to make them public so students do not need to sign up for a separate account. So I'll click on PLCs and Public Grids. This makes it easier for the students to simply go to the site and record, and all they'll need is a code. They will need to verify with a Google or Microsoft account, but they do not need to create a separate account with Flipgrid to sign in. Next, you'll create the grid name. Let's call this one Spanish 103. This will generate a flip code. It says it's available. More on this later. Next, you can select an image to personalize your grid. One thing I really like about this site is how fun and personable it can be. You can use a stock photo or something of your own. I'll go with the cat in the glasses. Click Next. Here you have the option of adding a grid password. I use this for my grid so I can give the password to my students and only they will have access to the grid. It is completely optional, however. I will use the password anchor down. Finally, click on Launch My Grid. Then it's all set. Now you see your grid for your class. You can create grids for each class, or you can create one grid for all of your classes. It's completely up to you. My preference is to have one grid, and then I like to create specific topics that I would like for my students to speak about weekly or bi-weekly on their own. To create a topic, here's what you do. From the grid portal, there's a blue button called New Topic. Click on that and create a specific topic for your class or classes. First, you need a topic title. Let's say, who are we? Next, you can add a topic tip, but that is optional. I will go ahead and skip to the video response time. Here you can set the length of the videos. This is important so you don't have students going too long, and can also give them an explicit instruction on the minimum speaking requirement as well. I will set this video at 2 minutes maximum. Next, you can set the display date. I will leave this as the current date, and in the next box you can supply the prompting questions or topic. You can change it to a future date if you prefer. The topic question and description is really important for students, especially at the elementary level, so that they have very explicit instruction on the goal for the speaking and the specific information you, the instructor, are wanting to hear. Since this topic is about basic personal information, I'll write the following questions to prompt the students. What is your name? Where are you from? How old are you? How many classes are you taking now? Finally, create topic. This will generate a unique flip code for your topic. This is what you will give your students when you assign the activity, along with the password if you created one. I'm going to write this flip code down so I can show it what it looks like from the student's side as well. And then just click Got It. So as you can see, there are no videos or responses yet, but your topic and grid are ready. So let's see how this will look for your students. You'll ask your students to go to flipgrid.com and enter their unique flip code and then the password if you created one. So my flip code is the following. It's prompting me for the password, anchor down, exclamation point, and let's go. So here is my grid. As you can see, my first topic is here. When I click on the topic, I see a green button. Along with the prompt questions. What students will need to do is click on the green button, and that should activate the camera and the microphone on their laptop or PC. Again, they'll be prompted to authenticate with a Google account. So, hello. Once they record, they can upload the video, answering the questions. Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm from Franklin, Tennessee, and I can't remember the rest of the questions, but that's okay. Once they record, they can upload the video. The grid will then house all the videos for everyone to see that has access to the grid. So let's take a look at a grid that I've used in previous topics. So this is a topic I use for my current classes and how it looks as from the student's view. So this was one from previous semesters. So as you can see, all of my students were able to post videos answering these questions about their routine, their daily routine. Students will all be able to see each video, and they can use emojis, stickers. They really seem to enjoy some of the fun elements to the website. As the instructor, I can look at these videos in a different way. From my portal, I click on the grid and view the topics this way, and I can see the videos for each topic. So if I click on a student's video, I can set a rubric, I can leave comments, or I can reply. As your semester progresses, if you would like to require your students to reply to each other, they can do so very easily. With a quick hit of this reply button. So as you can see, this is an opportunity for students to be able to speak outside of class in a fairly low pressure environment. My students really enjoyed the opportunity to speak outside of class in this method. As far as evaluation is concerned, you can use this site as performance assessment. I, however, only use it for participation and completion. I do not grade them for accuracy. I listen to them and highlight common errors and then review those with the class as a whole, but we do not necessarily watch them together in class. I may invite students to come to my office to review them individually. I also encourage students to watch other videos. And as I stated, I will have them reply to classmates' videos as the semester progresses. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope you enjoyed using Flipgrid in your classes.